Previously on the Arcane Mystery Tour.
We found your pitiable excuse for a home and demand your presence out on the plains of Tarask in exactly 1 month. Yeah, I mean, I'm all for helping you stop them. Like, where do you need me? For this next month, I will make sure that you guys are ready to face these foes. And when the battle comes, I will be there beside you. But you do run into a familiar face. Typhus. Hello there. My name is Ivan. Welcome to your grave. The brunette-haired man seems to be wearing a monk gi of some kind, and he's got a lot of scars on his body. Several on his face, one across his nose, one on his lip, another on his temple, a bunch on his arms and hands. He's got sort of a serious expression on his face. The other two appear to be a lankier, kind of a light green-skinned male with very tight clinging black armor, and he's holding what appear to be curved blades. And the last person standing proud and tall is a merman with blue skin and long dreads, and he's not wearing anything except for a wolf pelt as a kilt, and he's holding in his arms what looks to be a very imposing great axe that almost looks more barbaric than he does. The man with the brunette hair introduced himself as Ivan and addresses Elric, pointing at Jimothy as he says Elric.
I would like to interject. I interrupt him. My name is Jimothy, and I am here to fight on behalf of Elric. You guys got the wrong number, but I do not want you to attack my temple.
Elric, I've met you before. I know what you look like.
What are you talking about? My name is Jimothy. Jimothy Horan.
His name is Jim Jam?
That's a cute name you've adopted, but you are Elric, the betrayer. Over a year ago, you decided that you didn't want to be a part of our gang anymore and help the town fight against us. And then you disappeared for a year. Probably went into hiding back to this weird temple of yours. And Jimothy, about a year ago is when you found yourself at the temple.
Well, he's got me. I don't really remember anything before the year, so he really has probably an advantage on this. I don't really remember, to be honest.
Can you roll a d20 for me real quick?
Sure. 7.
7. You remember a thunderstorm, and you remember the feeling of being at sea, and you remember the symbol that you saw earlier. You remember seeing on a shield, the circle with a sun in the middle.
Right. Okay.
That's what comes to mind when he's speaking these words.
Huh.
But it's kind of hazy right now.
That's weird.
I do have a rule. Before you 3 are allowed to fight with us, your companions need to fight first. As the second man, Estevar, is seemingly more keen on dealing with you guys than his companions. The Estevar is the pale green man with black armor. He kind of chuckles and he's like, my pretties will deal with you. And he crawls onto all fours, and he kind of strokes and whispers at the ground, as you can feel the soft rumbling, as from the earth bursts out these fish-like humanoids, crawling out with weapons and armor in a sort of mishmash appearance, as they let out these kind of cries like, they seem keen and ready for battle, but they don't seem intelligent creature. They seem more like a horde of some kind. Definitely something that this lankier man seems to have kind of made himself. They kind of wait, giving you an opportunity to, as a group, figure out who's going to fight first.
For against like the multiple, like Jimothy by far has the best AoE damage, no question.
Oh, easily.
Mm-hmm. So you're going to send in Jimothy and who else?
We can do multiple?
Yeah, you have. I mean, you have the 3 of you and your 3 friends. You brought Peric along, Typhus, and Slug Knight.
Oh, true. Okay.
Oh man, we got a squad.
Yeah.
Yep.
So, and that would imply that we're just fighting the fish construct, the fish summons.
Yeah, right now you're just fighting those. There's 6 of them.
So I guess maybe we don't want to use up a spell slot. No, I mean it's up to you, Jimothy. If you want to use your thunder waves and guiding bolts on them.
You're going to have to send out some combination of the 3 people you brought with you. It's up to you if you also want to join in that brawl.
And these are just like, I mean, like, these guys are just like, these are grunts. We could take them. No big
It's
deal.
any 3 of us? I vote the 3 of us just go do it.
No, I'm saying the 3 of your compatriots have to participate in some fashion. It's any 3 of you can also participate. Or you can just let your friends deal with these and then keep yourselves ready for the harder fights.
I vote that one.
Well, I also feel like Slug Knight is probably like a huge fucking badass, for sure. So we might want to save them. And I also feel like Typhus is going to be a really good healer or something, is where that's going to end up. I don't know. I mean, like, Peric is, we're assuming, an elemental monk because he trained the same way that...
Oh, yeah.
He's actually not an elemental monk.
He's not? Okay.
What?
No. He's a monk of the open fist. So.
In that case, then, I feel like for these little ones, do you want to maybe send me and Peric? Because I think we could probably deal with these then without having to use expendable resources.
Yeah, sounds good to me.
Yeah.
Let's do it.
Okay. So you're just going to do Peric and Orgoloth?
Or do we want to maybe bring Typhus too? I don't know.
I say let's just throw some 3 pokey brawlers out.
Okay,
Kill
what
'em.
is the final lineup?
I guess that's Orgoloth, Peric, and Typhus.
Okay.
Nice to set it up. Would make sense too. Orgoloth would be, because as you mentioned, this whole concept of these like Iron Sun mercenaries and their racketeering and abuse of their power and strength would just completely have set him off. He would just be fuming and without even saying a word, just walk forward.
So, the taller man with the sort of blades in his hands, I'm sorry, it's a singular glowing green blade. He stands up and he looks at them and he's like, "Oh, they're so beautiful. Oh, do be careful with my babies, all right? They do tend to bite a bit."
Without even flinching, Orgoloth draws his weapon.
Without flinching, Jimothy raises up a sign that says, "Go Orgy," but it just spells orgy.
Roll for initiative.
All right. 17.
Oh, shit. You all rolled really fucking good. So, Peric is going to go first, and he's going to kind of like center himself and just kind of go, and he's going to dash in and start flying fists. And you're going to see him just start kind of focusing on one and doing this rapid strike, a flurry of blows of sorts, just towards its stomach area as it drops its weapon. And it does a significant chunk of damage to this thing's health as blood gets kind of coughed onto him. And it looks like, Peric's going to be able to handle his own with this dude.
Do I get to know how much damage Peric did?
He did 10 damage. Typhus is going to sit there and he's going to start chanting a spell. He doesn't really have anything that he can do right now, but he's kind of just like, as that's kind of his whole turn. What are you doing, Orgoloth?
So there are 6 fish people, and one of them is tangled up with Peric, right?
Mm-hmm.
Are any of them standing kind of near each other?
2 of them are standing near each other.
I would like to approach those two, and just attack one of them with a melee, and then.
Okay, you will be dashing past one that is standing in front.
Oh,
those
okay.
2.
In that case, never mind. I'll just go for him then.
Okay, so you're gonna go for the one that's standing in front of you.
Yeah, I'll just go for whichever one's then closest that I don't have to dash by. And
it kind of looks at you and goes, "Alright." Okay, so roll to attack.
13.
Okay, you hit. Roll for damage. As Orgoloth kind of just does a classic slash with his blade to kind of just feel out this opponent and see what he's able to withstand.
11.
And it does a significant chunk of damage to this thing. You get a clean cut right across its torso as a slight dripping of blood seems to kind of bleed out from it.
What color is the blood?
Blood is purple. And it looks to be in severe amounts of pain, but it is still breathing. And it looks up at you with this like angry sort of animalistic expression. It's clearly ready to, fight back. The one that Peric fought starts to swing its sword at him wildly, and Peric manages to dodge a few until like one slice kind of nicks him on the arm, and he takes about 4 damage. The next one is going to come up to you, and he's going to multi-attack you.
Okay.
He's going to try to bite you, and he misses on that. Just completely, he just like chomps forward, but you kind of pull back out of the way. And the next thing he's going to do is he's going to use his what looks like a little sickle. He's going to swipe at you with it, and that also just kind of clinks against your armor.
And that was the one that I attacked, right?
Yeah.
Can I riposte him?
Yeah, definitely. Actually, the way then I like to imagine that instead he swipes and you kind of put your sword in the way as you ready yourself for a riposte.
That is a 19 to hit.
Yeah, it hits. Roll for damage.
That riposte is going to do 18 damage.
Oh, damn. So you completely so you riposte and you kind of thrust through its head as you get a clean blow and just like slice through its neck.
Nice.
And with a kind of a quick flick of the wrist, you manage to kind of get your blade out from within its neck area as the corpse of that foe falls to the floor. The next two who you were going to go for initially kind of run up towards you, and they start in unison attacking at you, and you have to kind of fend off this flurry of blows coming from both sides, bites and chomps coming at you. Both of the bites from both the foes sort of miss as they kind of like lead in with their faces. This seems to be their main way of attacking. One of them starts swinging wildly at you with what appears to be some sort of like spiked stick of sorts. Thankfully, your armor is like enough to kind of take the brunt of the damage from that. It kind of pushes you out of place, but doesn't seem to get through your thick plating. The next one, however, manages to kind of take you by surprise, and instead of using one of its weapons, just decides to punch you in the gut, kind of taking you by surprise on that, and does a total of 3 damage. There's still 2 more, and one of them decides to just run past you, provoking an attack of opportunity, clearly intent on stopping whatever Typhus is doing as it kind of just scurries past. So roll for attack.
I nat 20'd that shit.
Oh man.
You kind of see it approaching, and you're going to try to stop it in place.
So my greatsword is 2d6 plus 3, so it's 12 plus whatever I roll.
Yep.
Sick. 22.
What is Orgoloth doing here? What is he trying to do?
Like describe how I attack this thing?
Yeah. So how he sees this thing running at him. What is Orgoloth's reaction? How does he handle it?
I'm going to just like leap, front flip, Artoria style, and
okay, you are in front
sword.
of people, so you can't really do that.
Okay.
What are you doing from a standing position?
How about? So he's running past me, right?
Yeah, he's trying to run past you.
If I were to take the motion, the sweeping motion of having attacked the last one, and finish like a rotation, like turning my arms around, maybe even turning my body to get like a full body, almost baseball bat swing horizontally, trying to cover as much distance and catch this guy as he's coming through.
Okay. So as he runs past, you kind of do this swing, and initially you think you almost miss it, but it seems like you almost kind of did an even better job as a result of that sort of initial, like he kind of runs past first. And so now I'm going to think like, oh, it missed. As you kind of backswing into it and you kind of carve off the top of its scalp as it like swings into the air and flies the wasteland floor with a splatter. Clearly in gruesome amounts of pain, this thing hollers at the top of its lungs. It's still standing and it manages to run past you towards Typhus, who in a flurry of anger and just hatred decides to unleash its rage upon the druid sitting there and bites into his shoulder, like towards the neck area with gruesome amounts of damage, doing a total of 8 damage with that bite alone. With its spear, it decides to just start jabbing into Typhus, and it does another 10 damage. Typhus takes a lot of damage from this thing, who just like is unleashing its anger at you on the druid. Obviously, his spell concentration is broken by this, but he continues to start chanting again, almost ready to start the spell again. You might assume it might be some kind of, if you were to put in like lore rules, he's maybe doing a bonus action to start his spell over. As the last one decides to kind of follow suit foolishly into battle against Typhus, noticing that his friend seems so eager to attack it, and decides to run towards the druid, once again provoking another attack of opportunity from you. This time you are ready and you have dealt with another one, so actually roll with advantage.
Oh, thank God, because I just rolled it too. 14 plus 5.
You were ready for that first one, but this time you were super ready. You know exactly where this thing is coming from, and you go in you twist the blade and you kind of sweep in with the legs, ignoring the 2 attackers in front of you, not really minding them because of how small they are. But yeah, roll for damage.
This one was only 9.
You actually managed to, because of your sweeping motion, you get to you kind of stop your blade down and chop off part of its foot, as it's now basically like limping along towards its target. but it manages to make it past as it goes for Typhus, and it does 3 damage to Typhus with a bite on the orc's arm. Then goes in with with its claws. This one doesn't actually have any weapons in its hands. It does 4 damage. Typhus is not in a great spot right now. These two are really, really cutting him up. You know, despite your initial success with them and how light these things' health is, they seem to be able to pack quite the punch. It is now back to Peric's turn, who is still currently dealing with the one in front of him, and he's going to just kind of flurry of blows this thing. He completely obliterates this thing. 1 punch to its stomach, uppercut to side of temple, and just this thing it's still standing, but it is worse for wear. It is definitely on its last leg. Typhus is now sort of cowering. He decides to cast Thunderwave in sort of a panic, giving up his spell to try to like slam down on the ground. One of the one that you did the most damage to earlier is completely just like obliterated in like a flurry of force. The other one takes 5 damage, so he's doing not too hot, but he's not necessarily the worst one for wear right now. As Orgoloth, it is back to your turn. There's still 1 on Typhus right now, and there's 2 on you, and then there's the 1 on Peric.
So I think I need, because I'm doing fine health-wise, I'm going to risk the double attack of opportunity and just go and attack the one that is on Typhus. I'm just going to go and try and get his attention.
Orgoloth turns around and starts dashing towards his friend as the 2 water-like fish creatures seem to take this as an opportunity to strike. First one completely botches it. And the second one, what's your AC?
18.
He actually hits.
Okay, how much?
6 damage.
6. Okay.
So you make your way over to Typhus, and there's the one in front of him. You're gonna try to attack it?
Yes, I'm absolutely.
Okay, roll for attack.
12.
Okay, roll for damage.
I'm gonna goading strike it as well then. That'll just be, this will just have a superiority die in the whole thing. The initial hit's gonna do 14 damage.
Okay.
Oh, is he gone?
So you bring your blade down in a vengeful strike, and you slice this thing in half.
Sick.
In front of Typhus. The blade landing in between his thighs as it rests on the ground itself. Is that it for your turn?
Oh, yeah. I don't need to do anything else.
So the one next to Peric is going to start biting at him and slashing. And it's going to miss the bite because he's a very skilled monk. And Peric is now at this point just kind of playing with this thing. And the other 2 kind of run up behind and start attacking. The first one goes for Typhus and hits with a bite and just starts chomping into him. And Typhus goes down. With a very sickening crunch, you hear a bite go into Typhus, who kind of falls onto his back. As the creature doesn't seem to let up and starts attacking the body of Typhus. As you see, you see the life that was in his eyes kind of start to fade away as he's mauled by this creature in front of you.
I just want to say it's taking everything in Paelius not to just fist of the unbroken wind all of these fish people.
And the other one is going to come up behind Orgoloth and start striking at his back. The bite seemed to just kind of clink against your armor as it starts to strike with a sword, and also doesn't seem to be doing anything. You don't seem to even, if you were taking any damage at this moment, Orgoloth, you don't even feel it.
Oh, yeah. I'm just completely looking at what's going on with Typhus.
You're numb to this scene, it seems like. As it goes back to Peric, who seems to be too focused on his own opponent to be able to really pay attention to the fight behind him, as he just quickly starts to thrust a fist forward, but looks back to see the scene and sees Typhus, who he's only known for 2 weeks now, dead, underneath one of these monsters. And his fist kind of just stops where it was, and he just kind of stands there in kind of horror. Peric doesn't finish his attack or follow up. Orgoloth, it's your turn. What are you doing?
I'm going to run over that one, provoking the attack of opportunity. Run over the one that's on Typhus and go to take it out.
No, you're right next to it right now.
Oh, alright, then fuck you. I'm going to melee... Oh, yeah, because I ran over. Yeah, I'm going to melee attack that motherfucker.
Okay, so roll to attack.
13.
Roll for damage.
So 9.
It's still standing, but you did a decent chunk of damage to it. You're carving into this thing's back. It seems to have some a little more armor than the others, but you're kind of like slashing through it like it's tinfoil.
I'm gonna then action surge to attack him again if I can.
Okay, roll to attack again.
This one was a 15.
Okay, roll to hit or roll for damage.
6, nice, plus 4 plus 3, so 13.
Okay, 13. This thing is on its last leg as it looks back at you, kind of panting in this sort of monstrous, animalistic fashion. Typhus's blood still on its lips. It's now its turn, and it kind of starts biting at you, and it misses the first bite. But it manages to slash at you and kind of gets your cheek a bit and kind of scratches you, doing 3 damage. And the other one next to you, the one that was attacking you from behind earlier, is still going to be attacking, as its bite doesn't seem to penetrate your armor at all, and its slash, once again, you seem to be completely ignoring it as it starts to whack at your armor. We're now at Peric's turn, and he's going to try to finish off the one in front of him, kind of focusing and centering on his inner key as he decides to do a pushing strike into an uppercut, and as he does so, he kind of punches, and the fish monster bursts completely into shreds. There are now the 2 fish monsters left. Orgoloth, there's the one in front of you that's hanging on its last breath, the one that killed Typhus, and the other one that's still attacking your backside, completely untouched.
Would the 2 that are next to each other, are they within 5 feet, would you say?
Yes. They're on either side of it.
They're on either side. Okay. In that case, I'm gonna finish off the one that was that's low.
Roll to attack.
19, so 24.
So roll for damage.
4 plus 6 was a 13.
Okay, how are you finishing this thing off?
Murder stroke. I'm gonna flip my sword around, grab it, like half sword it, and then just swing down the cross guard of it to try and like just right into the skull.
Okay, so you do this, and with a sickening crunch, you hear the crack of this creature's fragile skull as you completely kill it, and it goes down near your feet as the one at your back, almost seemingly uncaring that its friend is dead, is now attacking you again and again. Still nothing from its bite, and still nothing from its slashes. As Peric starts to move towards you to approach, not sure if he should come and help you or if you want to take care of this last one by yourself. Yeah, he's waiting for Orgoloth's approval. Does Orgoloth like him nod or anything?
I'll like nod at him or something.
Okay, and Peric nods back, sort of solemnly. It seems that like because of the recent tragedy, he's kind of sadly more used to this than he would like to be. As he approaches the enemy from behind, giving both of you advantage. As he flurry of blows it and does 13 damage. This thing is standing in front of you. He basically lost half of its health just now. Orgoloth, what are you doing?
I'm just gonna normal melee attack him. It's well over to hit. Not a nat 20, but 18 plus 5.
Okay, roll for damage.
So 11.
Okay, 11. This thing still is standing, just barely, as it's going to, sort of in its last moments, sort of try to violently get back at you for all the damage you two just did to it, sort of continuing its unrelenting assault against your body. The bite seems to not do anything. The other seems to hit, however.
Okay.
With its claws, it does 5 damage. Peric is going to just quickly just kind of chop at its neck and put it out of its misery as it falls and slumps to its knees. For a moment, everything's quiet, and then you hear just the softest chuckle kind of build into this uproarious laughter. Just oh, what fun! Oh, you two are certainly fun. Once I'm done with Elric, I am definitely going to be playing with the two of you next, especially you with the big sword. I like you.
No response. Just eye contact, but no response. Can Jimothy spare the dying on Typhus, or is this too far gone?
Oh, he's dead.
Okay.
Wait, he's dead?
Dead.
Oh, I'll kill them. They're all dead.
But Estevar, the lanky sort of, what appears to be a half-orc, points at Elric or Jimothy and says, "You and me. Us two. That's it. No one else. Come on."
I don't know. What's in it for me?
Well, it's either me and you fight, or I get one of those boys to help me out. And he points back to his 2 companions.
Okay. Fine. You and me, let's do it.
Estevar kind of walks you over towards the area closer to the fire pit, which, if you remember earlier, which is like clearly old and cold. It's like you can see like this like pile of ash and soot in it, like shows that they were using it earlier, but now aren't. As give me 1 second.
Just so I know, I've been doing non-lethal up to this point. I can choose to do lethal, right?
Yeah.
Okay, good.
So Jimothy,
Yes.
roll initiative for me.
Nat 20.
Okay, so you get to go first.
Oh, man. Do I get a surprise round? I did nat 20. I should get some kind of bonus.
Yeah.
He did get a 19 though, which is hilarious. So
man.
yeah.
Okay, so we both just like sprint at each other. I guess.
Yeah, just immediately like dash to the side towards that fire pit area.
Wait, how far away are we starting in this duel from each other?
10 feet.
Ha!
And about 20 feet from everyone else.
Perfect. I cast Guiding Bolt.
Okay, so you just kind of, before you even pull out your flail, you just kind of like literally like a cowboy would like pull out his pistol. You just kind of go, wham!
Pew! 18.
Okay, you hit.
9 damage. And then
Okay.
I have advantage on my next attack.
You kind of do this guiding bolt, and you hit him in the shoulder. It's like, oh, rude.
And then after I fire the Guiding Bolt, I'm going to draw my flail.
He's gonna look at you and be like, I can do the same thing. As he kind of, in one hand, he's holding his blade, and the other one, he just kind of lifts his hand lazily and just kind of points at you as he casts Eldritch Blast.
Oh!
What's your AC?
18.
He actually beats it, just barely. He does 10 damage.
Oh!
Ooh.
Ooh!
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. It's now your turn again.
Yeah, I'm going to run up to him and use Thunder Wave. Yeah. I'm going to smash on the ground right in front of him and use Thunder Wave. Constitution saving throw.
Ooh, that was almost in a 20. It's a 2. 4. So yeah, he takes a lot of damage from that.
Yeah, he does. All right. Boom, bam, bang. Actually, I'm going to use my my Channel Divinity, which allows me to, when I'm rolling for thunder or lightning damage, I can use my Channel Divinity to deal max damage instead of rolling. 16 damage. And he's also pushed back 10 feet.
Okay. So he's just kind of like completely pushed back by this like explosion of force.
Yeah.
As you thunderwave him, and he manages to land on his feet. As he looks at you, almost in like this, like, oh, we're playing this game then. Well then, how would you like my flurry of the 7 blades? And he throws his green blade into the air as it explodes into 7 blades. That all start to fly towards you, and he dashes towards you. And what you notice is that on his fingertips, he has these metal claws as he just completely starts slashing and clawing at you. You managed to block a lot of this with your shield, as at the same time, razor-sharp daggers are coming towards you. Can you roll a dex save for me?
So that is a 12.
His claws seem to be mostly the distraction, as the blades themselves kind of get you in the backside, doing 5 damage. And they don't seem to be dispersing. So they will be here next turn. Jimothy, what are you doing?
Ooh! I'm going to cast Fog Cloud,
Okay.
which creates a 20-foot radius of obscuring fog. So the area is heavily obscured. It lasts for the duration of up to 1 hour.
Oh, geez. How big is this fog field?
20 feet radius. And actually, you know what? I'm actually going to use this as a level 3 spell and make it 40 feet.
Okay, so both you and everyone in your party and everyone in the enemy team are all obscured by this fog now. Is that your action, by the way? Is that your whole turn?
No, I'm actually going to, after I do that, I'm going to run. I'm going to try to dart behind him.
Can you do a roll for me really quick? Add wisdom to it.
Okay, it's a 17.
Okay, you're fine. As, you managed to get behind him. What are you doing?
That's all I have.
Oh, okay. As instead of turning to face you, he just kind of stays with his back to you and starts walking forward. Can you roll attack of opportunity for me with disadvantage?
14.
You swing, but he just barely kind of steps into the fog and into nothingness. As for a brief moment, you're left alone. Can you roll perception for me really quick?
Sure. 16.
So you definitely do not hear the sound of any ambience that you heard earlier. The sound of wind is missing. The sound of the ground itself, the soft skittering of maybe animals around or nearby, or maybe the sort of the sounds from the people that are either dying or are standing and waiting for their turn to be a part of the fight. It's just gone. It's almost like you're in like white noise itself. Oh. Except for a disturbingly uncomfortable melody that you hear is kind of softly playing, and you see in the distance a glowing green light. And other than that, you don't really see anything.
Is it my turn now again?
Yeah.
Okay. I will cast Guiding Bolt at that light. Or no, you know what? Actually, I'm going to cast Sacred Flame on that light. Yeah, so the target must make a dexterity saving throw. Take 1d8 radiant damage. So I just cast it in that direction, I guess.
Paelius and Orgoloth, can you make dex saving throws for me?
19.
3.
Okay, so Orgoloth's taking full damage and Paelius taking half, I believe?
Yeah. No, it's you just miss.
Oh, cool. I dodged out of it.
Wait, what attack was it?
It's Sacred Flame, so you take 1d8 radiant damage. And I rolled an 8.
Thanks.
Real quick, realizing now that he's trying to get him to target us, I'm going to use my Mask of the Wild ability to straight up disappear into this fog.
No. You can't do anything.
Okay.
Because this isn't actually happening in real time. To you, they've just stopped moving.
Oh, okay.
Completely.
Wait, how can they even see me? The entire battlefield should be completely obscured.
It should be. They can see you. To you, you're in a foggy field.
Huh. Shit. Can I go again, or what's happening now?
Yeah, go again.
Okay, then I'm just gonna use Cure Wounds on myself.
Okay. Roll for Cure Wounds and tell me what you get.
So heal for 6.
So you take 6 damage.
I take 6 damage.
Yes.
I'm just gonna like cancel out the fog cloud ability.
What happens is that the fog field disappears. The green light disappears. And you're left in what looks like the same place that you were before. It's that same field, but no one's there. No bodies, no green light, no Orgoloth, no Paelius. The only things you see are the small campfire from earlier. That's like the empty campfire. And you can hear the soft laughter of Estevar as he's like, oh, having trouble finding me?
No.
As you feel kind of a thud on your back. You take no damage, but you feel a thud on your back, almost like you just got punched. And then the soft scamper of feet.
Ooh, I want to cast Detect Evil.
What I'm imagining is either you see nothing or everything is just glowing.
Well, I mean, I'm assuming like Jimothy can tell that this is like an illusion. I guess I'll walk over to the fire pit.
Okay.
And kick it around or something, or I'll investigate the fire pit.
Roll for investigation for me.
Intelligence, I guess. Oh shit. Well, that's a 9 then.
You don't really notice anything in particular like out of the ordinary about it. There's a lot of soot in there. It looks like they've been using this fire pit for a couple of days. There's enough soot in there that you could literally pick it up and throw it around in your hand.
I do that.
Okay.
I toss soot everywhere.
Everywhere?
Everywhere. I'm just a dirty boy,
okay.
And I toss soot everywhere. Oh, you know what? I actually want to stand in the middle of it and then cast Thunder Wave. Like, chucking the soot everywhere.
Okay. Roll for damage?
4.
So you hear it hit something other than the soot, but as you raise your flail and then just slam it into the pile of ash, it creates this explosion of ash and soot in the air that covers everything in this thin coat of black dust. Which, weirdly enough, you see an area where apparently some of it didn't get on the ground, and now you see some of it moving in the air itself, almost like someone's running.
I fire a guiding bolt at that running. At that area.
Fire your guiding bolt. Roll for attack for me, and you have advantage because I don't think you've used that.
Okay.
What happened?
That sounds like a nat 20.
I was a 19, but if I have an advantage, I'll roll again. Okay, so it was a 19.
Okay. Roll for damage.
16 damage.
Okay. As you fire the guiding bolt, you just hear it slam, and sort of everything seems to reverberate as the sky itself starts to crack and like spiderweb these little fragmentations. Around you, the earth starts to like crumble, revealing another copy of itself. But this time, everyone's standing there. And on the ground, you see Estevar, his blades having fallen down and impaled in his chest.
Oh shit, I'm gonna run over and hit him in the face.
Yeah, fuck that guy. Finish him off.
He's dead.
Yeah, but he's a weenie.
Yeah, but fuck that guy. Like,
Splatter his brains through the.
Okay.
No, I don't like brutalize him, but I do walk
He
over
killed
and
Typhus.
I just like I didn't really know Typhus very well.
He also
monster.
didn't kill Typhus. That was
his things killed Typhus, didn't they?
that's not the same thing.
I mean, that's pretty debatable. I am gonna walk over to him and kick him in the side of the head, though.
Are you sure?
Yeah. Oh, also, I'm gonna take the dagger out or the blade out of his chest.
Okay.
Sword.
Roll a con save for me, or a dex save.
Dex
save for me.
Okay.
Yep.
18 plus 2, 17.
You are going to take 8 fire damage
Ah.
as a wall of fire bursts in front of you as you walk over to kick him.
It was a trap.
Oh. You said 8 fire
Yeah.
damage? Oh, I fall over
Yeah.
unconscious.
No. Actually, so here's the thing: you were in an illusion. You actually didn't take the amount of damage you have. So right now, that leaves you with 10 health.
Okay.
Yeah.
Did
so you
I
had more
still
health than you
take
thought.
the 8 damage from him?
Yes.
Okay.
Because he casts guiding bolt. Like he's just standing there and he just casts guiding bolt.
Or
No,
it was
It was
Sacred Flame.
It was Sacred Flame, but it was
Or,
still
sorry, Sacred Flame, and
It
it
was
just,
still
like,
a full 8
it's-
damage.
yeah.
And just like light shines down on the one guy who doesn't deal well with light. Just like,
I failed it anyway. I feel like I should have made like a roll with disadvantage on that anyway, but or maybe it's fate that I rolled a fucking 3.
I just love the idea. Just like standing like, what's going on? Just like,
Wait, are
light beam.
drow are drow weak to radiant damage?
No, it's just I get just disadvantage. If it's sunny out, I should get disadvantage on attack rolls
Oh, okay.
because sunlight sensitivity. I pictured this whole scene as it was like overcast and foreboding.
Yeah, overcast is definitely how I described this scene. But yeah, when you were walking over, the body didn't move. When the flame wall went up, the body still wasn't moving. Since you guys have decent enough passive perception, I don't need to make you roll for this. You notice that the monk guy, Ivan, seems to be standing there with his hands pressed on the floor.
I'm going to cast Prayer of Healing on us. So yeah, it's 2d8 plus my spellcasting modifier. I'm just going to heal all of us. I can do up to 6
Okay.
up to 6 people, so
And there's only 5 of us left anyway, so
7 plus 5, so 12. Everyone gets 12 health hit points.
all right.
Okay.
Orgoloth forgives you for
For burning him with lightning. Without really missing a beat, the large merman steps forward with his great axe in tow. This dude's a monster. Like, he stands taller than an...
So who wants to fight him?
I think Paelius is up. I mean, I'll back him up.
He actually looks mostly interested in Orgoloth.
Yeah, Paelius doesn't have to do anything this episode.
If I'm fighting him, I'm not fighting Ivan. But
Who's
all right,
Ivan?
fuck it. The monk, the big one, like the
Oh.
leader.
Oh. Ooh, I'll cast Resistance on Orgoloth. It's a cantrip that gives you hang on, it lasts for a minute. It gives you I get to roll a d4 and then add the number to one saving throw. So it's just like if you have to roll a saving throw within the next like 10 turns, then you get to roll a d4 and then add that number to that saving throw.
Okay, cool.
Mm-hmm.
Appreciate it.
Yep.
He looks at all of you and he says in kind of a quiet tone, just like, Kalos will take any number. And then he just sits down and waits.
Yeah, I'm gonna jump in too because to be honest, I don't want to listen to another fight.
You don't want to let me die.
Paelius is jumping in.
Yeah, I guess that's something.
After watching them kill Typhus, I'm pretty well itching for a fight, so...
All right, let's go.
Can someone roll knowledge history for me?
1.
11.
3.
Jimothy has never seen a merman before.
That's probably true.
Paelius knows that mermen exist and think that's neat. Orgoloth, however, seems to be the most interested in the fact that it's not the fact that he's a merman, but his axe in particular looks pretty interesting.
Yeah,
cool.
that sounds right.
It doesn't look like, for someone, Orgoloth is probably one of the most knowledgeable of the party in terms of weapons.
Yeah.
Considering his fascination with power. And
just being a fighter, I guess, because proficient in every weapon, he would know stuff.
something about that axe reminds him of some fable. Something about a giant, maybe? He's not really. You're not really sure right now. You'd have to ask someone or maybe figure it out.
All right, let's fillet this motherfucker.
All right, so who's fighting him?
Is it just the three of us?
Hey, Slug Knight, do you want to help with this?
So I'm guessing Peric is staying out of this one.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, if you'll take any number.
Okay, we'll bring in Peric. He stands up and he just kind of motions for you to come forward, not in an insulting way. But this man seems like the most quiet of the three. And based on the way he's standing and the way he's kind of breathing heavily, you can tell, even without knowing anything about him, this man is the classic definition of a barbarian. Guys, roll initiative.
Oh.
Fuck me. I got 2 + 1 3.
I got 16.
How are you all standing? Are you
so
kind of together?
I think
Like your
Orgoloth was kind of
walking
like in the front. I don't know if Paelius maybe wanted to stand kind of like shoulder to shoulder.
Kalos is going to slowly walk up to the group and just lift his great axe with both hands and slam it into the ground. Everybody make a con save.
What was that ability to add a die to my...
Oh, you get to add roll a d4 and then add that to it.
First.
Ooh, nat 20.
Yeah, I got a 14.
+1.
That's my one good roll.
19. Oh, no, actually, sorry, 22. I got +3 on Constitution saving throws, not +1.
He did Thunderwave, essentially, for 16 damage. So if you succeeded, you get half.
What did you need to succeed?
15.
Oh, I got a wait.
Then defense
No,
wins.
I got a 14.
Oh,
I got a
shit.
14. Never mind. So I'm real. I have 6 health now.
Oh god. Peric gets completely fucking blown away. Just like boom, and then he just shoots out and hits against a rock. He's still breathing, but like he definitely got fucked up by the hit. With another step, he's gonna swing at Orgoloth.
How much is, what's he?
I'm so sorry.
Okay. Oh, man. Oh, boy.
In the moment where he does his thunder wave, he's walking towards you as you're getting ready from it. Instead of hitting you with the sharp side of it, he just kind of hits you in the gut with the hilt of it. And you are taking 13 damage, even at 20.
Yeah, I mean, I am at 6 health.
That is the end of his turn. Paelius, it is your move. What are you doing?
Alright, I'm gonna blow a key to use disengage and jump back away from him without provoking the
You're
attack
just
of opportunity.
dipping?
No, just hang on. it's a bonus. Just hang on. It's a bonus action, so I'm gonna dip backwards real quick. How far backwards can I
Man,
go?
it's too bad that you don't have some kind of good ranged weapon, like a ball with studs on it that you could just throw from a
Wouldn't
distance.
he have had to attune it or anything first? I guess we
would've
could
been fine.
say
It's
that
been
he
a
would have done
month.
it in the month, yeah.
So I'm gonna fall back 30 feet and hit him with a fist of unbroken air.
Okay, yeah, do it. What is the roll for that?
He has to make a strength saving throw of against 13.
He nat ones.
Nice.
So double damage.
Oh yes, yes.
So you just fucking nail him in the
Does maybe
face.
nat 1-ing on a saving throw the equivalent of him nat 20-ing an attack throw, or
I'll say he does double damage.
sick?
That's not
Oh my
technically
God,
right,
so-
but I'll say narratively I feel like that.
All right.
Wait, so is he doing my full dice, or is he gonna just do double whatever I roll here?
One full die and then a roll.
Holy shit. Okay, so he takes minimum 30 damage from this.
Okay.
What? I just wrecked his day. Alright, so 39 damage, gets thrown 20 feet away, and falls on his back.
That one's for Typhus.
Ah, so glad that finally, hit something.
You hit me with it, I think.
No, you blocked it.
Oh yeah, you're right.
Or you saved against the throw.
He's knocked far away. He is now
He's prone.
60 feet away from you. It's Peric's turn, actually.
Peric.
And Peric is actually not doing too hot. Let me see what he's actually...
None of us are really doing too hot except for Paelius.
I'm doing alright.
Yeah, that's what I was gonna say. Except for Paelius.
He is going to actually pull out a health potion and heal himself for 3 health. So he's doing relatively better now. Not great, but better. Now it's the Slug Knight's turn, who kind of slowly walks up to this hulking monster on the ground and just lifts her great axe up hammer side first and swings it down, and thank God they had advantage. And does 12 damage to him.
Nice.
Just like hitting him straight in the temple. Jimothy, it's your turn.
Do you want to heal us?
Yeah.
You and I are both at 6.
Yeah, you're right. You're right.
Because I was also going to try and go.
Okay, yeah, I'm gonna use prayer of healing.
Okay. Roll for it.
On I guess. Or wait.
The only one that would be kind of out of range maybe would be the Slug Knight, but they're fine. They have basically full health.
Yeah, they have full health, so it doesn't.
They have a little bit less than full health, but.
Okay.
How much healing?
17 health.
Thank
damn.
you.
Oh, sweet. Full health.
Yeah, I rolled pretty well on that.
I'm at 23, slightly above half.
At 25.
Eric's like, I'm alive! Orgoloth, what are you doing?
I want to run over and goading strike.
With advantage?
Oh, because he's prone still. Plus 11 plus 5, so 16. That gonna do it?
He blocks it with his great axe.
Okay. I would like to bonus action to second wind.
Does goading strike still work even if you don't hit?
No, I have to make an attack, and then I can use the superiority die to apply the effect and add the damage to the roll. It's still,
Gotcha.
but it makes my attack better. It's not a secondary attack.
Gotcha.
So, but yeah, I would like to second wind as a bonus action.
Okay.
So I just roll. I just
What does that
recover
do?
a hit die worth of.
Yeah, so roll a d10 through.
I'm at 29 now.
He's not happy. He gets up slowly, and he is. If Slug Knight stood on your shoulders together, you would still be shorter than him. This guy's tall. He decides to just swing his great axe at Orgoloth.
Okay.
Actually, first he's gonna punch Orgoloth across the face.
All right.
And that actually hits.
Of course. How much?
8 damage. And then he's gonna use his great axe. Does an 18 hit?
18 ties. So I think. We'd
Okay,
say
so no. Paelius' turn is now.
So he is he just, what's he
He's
doing
just
right now?
standing.
He's just over there
Yep.
fighting them? Okay, yeah, I'm gonna go over there and hit him.
Okay. Walk over and punch.
Yeah. No, I'm gonna use my staff.
Okay.
Just whack him. 7 plus 5, 12. That's not hitting.
Yeah, no.
I think a 16 didn't hit, so that's like we know he has at least 16 AC.
Now I'm gonna try and punch him.
Okay. Roll the punch.
14 plus 5, so 19 rather.
Yeah.
Okay, and then I do 7 damage.
You kind of punch and it thuds against him. It does leave a bruise, but like it doesn't seem to move him. Peric's gonna come in and he's gonna start flurry of blows this dude. Thwack against his skin, thwack against his skin, thwack against his skin. Does no damage to this dude.
Oh, it's just the light.
Just Peric just kind of does the Jackie Chan sort of thing. This guy's really hard. And Slug Knight's gonna be like, "You idiot, get yourself a weapon." As they just kind of do an upswing into this dude, and actually does a slash and makes a little slice across this dude's chest, doing 5 damage. Jimothy, it's your turn.
Oh yeah. All right. So the guy is up now, right?
Yes.
Okay.
He stayed laying down. He's like, "Hey, what's up? Come on in.
Hey, how's it going?
The water's fine."
Do you have a crush on anyone?
Does his name rhyme with Balos?
I'm gonna fire a crossbow bolt at him.
Roll for crossbow bolt.
16.
Okay. And he catches it and he throws it to the ground.
Well, yep, that's it. That's all I do.
Orgoloth, what are you doing?
I don't know. I should have started with this. I forgot, but I'm gonna cast Fairy Fire.
Okay.
Which each object in a 20-foot cube within range is outlined in blue, green, or violet. My choice. So he just has to do a dexterity saving throw for 13. If he fails, then for the next minute, any attacker gets advantage if we can see them. And if you were invisible,
that's
it wouldn't
everyone around you.
Oh, is
so that's
it?
going to be every single person in your group as well. He's right next to all of you.
Yeah, all right, fuck it, not gonna do that. I'll just...
Sorry.
No, you're good, you're good. That's an important
I just like they
mechanic.
just like in your head, just like, yeah. Oh, wait.
Yeah. Well, there's I think like a sorcerer ability or something, because they can do like the magic stuff where you can like make certain people automatically, like if you were to cast Thunderwave, you can make all of your allies automatically succeed their saving throws. But
Right, but that's sorcerer stuff.
That's sorcerer
meta
stuff.
magicking.
It's meta magic.
Yeah.
Even when I do this sorcerer multi-class, I'm not gonna get that one. But I'm just gonna attack and do a goading strike on him then.
Okay. Roll to attack.
17 plus 5, so
Okay, you hit. Roll for damage.
5 plus 6 plus 3, so 14, and then a d8 added to that. 5, so 19, and then he has to make a wisdom saving throw.
Okay, he makes it.
All right, yeah. So he just takes 19 damage.
It is now his turn. He's gonna just multi-swing at Peric. He does 13 damage as he just completely like upswings and launches Peric into the air with that first attack, and then he's gonna attack again. Okay, Peric is down.
Oh man,
just completely down.
Good.
Eric!
Paelius, it is now your turn.
He was my best friend.
Okay, so with a free action, I'm gonna go ahead and turn to Jimothy and say, you better keep him alive. And then, no, you're gonna keep him alive. And then I'm gonna swing into this guy with my staff.
Okay, roll the swing.
21.
Okay, you hit, deal damage.
10 damage. And then I'm gonna go ahead and take my extra punch.
Okay, roll for extra punch.
21 again.
Okay, roll for punch.
Oh no, 22, not 21. And then 6 damage.
Okay. Peric is down, so it's Slug Knight's turn. And they miss. Jimothy, it's your turn.
Whoa!
Just swing,
I'm gonna
swing,
run
nothing.
over to So I'm gonna go run over to Peric and cast Spare the Dying.
Okay, so Peric is back up, or is stabilized with 1 health.
And then I guess that's it. That's all I can do.
I suppose you're a pretty good monk.
And then I fucking kick him in the head and he loses 1 hit point.
who's up?
It is your turn, Orgoloth.
Screw it. Let's go for the goading strike again.
Roll for attack.
Nat 20.
Okay.
So I guess that's just full damage on the, and it's just the full die, right? I don't add like the
Not on
strength
the
bonus.
not on the goading strike one, but yeah, on your regular attack.
Okay, but so that is like 12 plus whatever I do, not 15 plus whatever I do, right? It's just the dice rolls are automatically 6s.
Yeah.
Okay, so 12 plus 5, so 22 for just the melee attack, and then the goading strike adds 7. So that's 29, and then he needs a 12 wisdom.
He makes it.
Makes it? Okay, so it's just 29 damage.
So this dude looks like he's on his last leg. He's like, you do a ton of slashes on this dude's chest, and he's bleeding out like crazy. And he lets out this massive, sort of like animalistic roar as he just starts swinging. And he's gonna start attacking everyone in line. First he's gonna attack Paelius. He hits, and he does 6 damage to Paelius. He's gonna attack Peric.
Wait, how many attacks does he get?
I think he probably did frenzy or whatever, some barbarian thing.
It's a frenzy thing.
I mean, because the boss is at low health, he gets to attack a lot.
As he does max damage on Peric and kills him.
Man, you are just killing everyone I love today, huh?
I'm sorry. He brings the axe down and it completely lodges itself in his chest. Hits Slug Knight for 10 damage, and Jimothy, you take 4 damage. Orgoloth, he completely misses you.
Sick.
As Paelius, it is your turn.
Alright, so I'm gonna go ahead and whack him with my staff. 18.
It thuds against him. No damage.
Alright, I'm gonna blow my key to do flurry of blows.
Okay.
19.
It hits.
Okay, so 4 for that one,
Okay.
and then I get to roll again to attack. 22, so
Finish
that
him
I
off.
assume hits too. Oh, yeah, max damage, another 7 damage.
Okay. As you whap, 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 and he falls on his back. Ivan kind of gets up and walks over, and just looks down at Kalos's face. You see Ivan just almost like not caringly just starts lighting the dude on fire with both hands. And for a full minute, he's just burning fire magic into this dude. Just like completely dead-faced. He's just like, worthless. Now I imagine you're tired, but if you want, we can fight.
He's not getting away.
Well, I have a question for you. Are you guys still going to attack my temple?
No. I proved my point.
Oh. All right, later. Jimothy's accomplished his goal.
I don't know about
Like,
Paelius, but Orgoloth's not ready to let this guy just kind of walk off.
As much as I want him dead for this, I am now almost positive I am the last of my order.
Oh, and you need to kind of survive.
I can't die today. We'll find him again, and I will personally rip his spine out. But that can't happen today.
All right. Orgoloth understands.
So you guys are just gonna not fight him?
Yeah.
Like, what are you saying in response?
Orgoloth, no words. No words. Orgoloth just sheaths his weapon and just turns around and walks away.
Could have been fun.
Orgoloth flips him off without turning around.
Do you want me to burn it off?
Orgoloth flips him off twice and then just keeps walking away. Hopefully
Okay,
he's
can you
out of
roll a
spell
dex save
range
for
by
me?
this point. Yeah, all right.
He's not gonna stop you.
I rolled a 19 plus 1 on the dex save, so...
Okay, you are taking half damage.
All right, how much is that?
That is 6 to
All
your
right.
fingers.
Yeah, whatever.
Not gonna lie. You're gonna need bandages for a while
That's...
on those fingers.
Okay, that's fine.
You'll never flip anyone off ever again.
In fact, I'm going to flip off more people.
Oh no, it's not like permanent. It's
That hurt.
not permanent cosmetic injuries. It's like your fingers are basically just like red hot at this point, and they'd be peely for a while and stuff, and they'd be in a lot of pain.
It's almost like you held your fingers in some
Yeah.
fire
Yeah, pretty much.
to make a point.
I mean, I have 15 health, so whatever.
But he looks at he looks at specifically Orgoloth and Slug Knight, and he notes your weapons. Like, you can see him kind of just looking at them. He's like, or you can, Paelius, because you're the one over there. Orgoloth can't see. Slug Knight is kind of silently watching, not really sure what's going on right now. He walks over to Paelius specifically, walks right in front of him. He's going to briefly, Warncke,
What's he doing?
pick a body part.
Say your appendix.
It can be anything. It can be forehead. It can be cheek. It can be shoulder, hand.
We'll, I guess, say my left shoulder.
Okay. He puts his hand on your left shoulder and mutters something, and you just feel the hottest flash you've ever felt in your life on your left shoulder. As he moves his arm away, and you see where your the cloth was on your gi is now it's not the sun symbol from the Iron Sun, but it is sort of a symbol of the sky. Warncke, can you write on your character sheet "Blessing of Fire"?
Okay.
There's nothing. I don't have any information for you right yet, but that is what just happened. As he kind of points to Estevar's body, walks over, picks up the blade, searches him a bit really quick, and then hands you guys a letter before walking back to his wagon. Says, "Do whatever you want with Estevar. I don't care."
All right, what is I guess Paelius is the letter.
Yeah,
What is
let's go ahead and read that.
It's completely cryptic.
Is
It's
it
encoded.
It's not in like just in a language we don't understand. It's specifically encrypted.
Yes,
Okay.
It looks to be like a secret code language of some kind.
You cut out, sorry.
A secret code language of some
Okay.
kind.
Not like thieves can't
Okay.
or anything, like straight up. I mean, I don't think any of us
No.
can read thieves can't, but
It is a kind of thieves can't. If
okay,
there's
but
a
it's a
physical version of it, but it's not.
proprietary.
You could try showing it around, see if anybody recognizes anything.
Yeah, that might be something we'd want to do when we head back. So are we?
No, I mean around the party. I mean,
Oh, okay, yeah. Do we want to show Slug Knight?
Jimothy, get over here and look at this.
so Jimothy and Slug Knight walk over, and Jimothy, roll a d20 for me.
Okay. 8.
Okay, you recognize one word at the bottom of the sheet, and it says golden, but other than that, you recognize nothing.
Hey guys, the bottom of the sheet, this word says golden.
Slug Knight looks at it, and through the echoey chamber that is their helmet, you can hear the voice say, Do you mind if I take this for a bit? I could probably get it translated.
Oh, yeah, sure.
Are you guys going to look through, are you guys going to pick up and look at the corpses of your friends? Other than, Paelius picked up Peric.
Yeah, we should probably also give Typhus some kind of burial here, too.
Yeah, I guess, do we want to bury him here, or Orgoloth would be happy, I think, to carry him as long as that needs to be. Oh, we should also loot Estevar, probably.
Oh, yeah, I want a sword.
You could look at everyone's bodies.
Oh, no, they took the sword.
I don't want. I feel bad. No, didn't he say? Oh, he did take the sword, didn't he?
Yeah.
Dang.
That's the one thing you know he took.
Yeah. I guess, like, if Jimothy wants to pat down Typhus, I don't know if Orgoloth would be comfortable with that.
I'm gonna actually see if I can. I'm gonna look through Peric's things, because he had some kind of business here, and I feel like I need to finish it up now, no matter what it was, no matter how pointless and stupid it is, since everyone else is already dead.
Mm-hmm.
I feel like I need to finish that for him now.
In Peric's pockets, you find some gold, 2 potions of D6, and some documents. One of them being one that is transferring ownership of the monastery to you.
To me?
Mm-hmm.
Would it have been to him prior? Like, is it to the holder of this letter, or was it specifically to me?
Specifically to you.
Oh, okay.
He wrote your name as the head, and then him as your second in command. And it has a stamp of approval.
This is the first I'm hearing of this. I should probably look into this.
It was probably something he would have done just upon knowing that you guys are the only ones left. I'm sure this was relatively a new kind of, like, in the last month would have made happen.
Oh, yeah, probably.
I guess I'll probably, with that kind of ethos in mind, Orgoloth would then, I guess, search Typhus.
You find a few things that might actually interest Paelius. Specifically, a small wooden figurine in the shape of a horse, and a rusted coin with a 9 carved into it. They don't seem to have any normal value, but they might have some druidic or spiritual value to them. There's also a scroll of fireball, and another potion 1d6. If you count in the money that you found on Paelius earlier, or Peric earlier, and the money that you found on Estevar, altogether you find 500 gold.
So we splitting that 3 ways, or are we splitting that 4 ways because Slug Knight?
3 ways because the NPCs don't get shit.
Okay.
3 ways.
Yeah,
you don't need to give NPCs any money.
Okay.
I'll say this. I'll say that you do offer it. Slug Knight totally refuses.
Okay. Well, we'll get 166 and 2/3 gold each.
I'll make things simple. I'm a monk. I don't super care about money. I'll take 100, and you guys just each take 2.
Cool.
Paelius, now you have the wooden horse figurine.
Ooh, I want the fireball scroll.
And the rusted coin with a 9 carved into it.
Okay, I'm gonna do a religions check, or do I know anything about either of these things since I'm a fanboy, or do I need to make a religions check on this horse?
Roll a d20 for me.
3.
You're not sure what these are. You know that there's something to them.
You said the coin had the number 9 carved into it?
All right, well, I guess we're, do we want to, like, bury Typhus? Or, I don't know. I feel like he's cool with just kind of being in nature if we put some decorative rocks or something near him.
Paelius, as a monk of the elements, you are partially aware that a druid like this, and someone who appreciates druids, would probably want to be buried in a forest. And there is one a couple days journey out. If you wanted to make that trek while everyone else just went back to the capital and rested.
Yeah, I'm gonna take them out there and bury. Well, I'm gonna bury him, Typhus, out there. The Peric's okay to be buried right here.
Okay.
I mean, if you want, like, Orgoloth would be super about helping you carry Typhus. If you wanted to,
that would be delightful.
Like, if you wanted to put both of them in the forest.
Paelius and Orgoloth decide to make their way to the closest forest. It's nothing major. It's definitely a smaller incised forest. It used to be used for buildings. They used to chop down the trees here for the huge lumber industry, which has definitely shrunk in size. You find a nice spot near a river to bury your 2 fallen comrades. While Jimothy and Slug Knight make their way back to town, Jimothy gets a chance to rest and kind of ponder over this whole Elric thing.
Who am I?
While Slug Knight is taking their time dealing with the decoding. After a day or two, you make a sort of a slower walk back to Alaron. It's been a couple days since the 3 of you have actually seen each other. You just dealt with some, I guess, significant losses. Later that day, you guys make your way back to the Royal Academy, where you talk to Slug Knight, who actually gives you a decoded version of the letter. The letter reads, "The 9 must fall for 1 to rise. The land, the sky, the night, the man, the soul, the beast, the day, the below, and the ocean. Pay their due and be done with their imprisonment. One shackled now be made whole. Time shall turn back again. Glory to the golden hands."